So, yesterday we just got an announcement for Just Dance 2026. So, I felt like it's a perfect time to actually make the Just Dance video. So, yes. So, since Just Dance 2023, we've had names for the newer coaches, and they've even given names to some of the older coaches, like the coach from Just Dance. Her name is Icona Charlotte, and the coach from Mania, the name that they've given her was Lilith. Ever since they started giving the coach names, I've always thought, what if every coach from the game has a name? So that's what I did. So I ended up looking at every coach from the first two games, and I ended up giving them names. So this video is just going to be the coach from the first one though. So the coaches that already have names, it's Heather from Acceptable from the 80s, Bride from Hot and Cold, Rowan Tiger from Ivor Tiger. For her, Ivor Tiger isn't in Just Dance Plus, but it was confirmed that Rowan Tiger from what was the name? It's Sia song, so it couldn't be too important. So that song, it was confirmed that the coach from the newer Sia song and the coach from Ice Tiger are the same person. And lastly, it's Doogie Dog from Who Let the Dogs Out. So Who Let the Dogs Out is in Just Dance Plus, but they still haven't added his name to it yet. But there is an avatar there is an avatar for him from the Y2K, from the Y2K, when is it? Oh my god. They did give him a name with his Y2K avatar that was added. I think it just is 2024. So I will be going with that for him. Okay, so I will be starting with the songs that have already been added to Just Dance Plus. Okay, so for the first one, it's Step by Step. So for him, I ended up naming him Oliver. I don't know why, it's just when they added him to Just Dance Plus, they changed his color scheme to green and pink. And for some reason, I feel like that specific shade of green, it just brings me as Oliver. I don't know why. So I just went with that for him. So for the coach for Mashed Potato Time, I ended up naming her Betty. And for some reason, it's just, again for this one, it just felt like to be a good one for her. Because I wanted to give her an old lady name. So I ended up going with Betty. Okay, so for You Can't Touch This, I went with Ritzy for him. I really have nothing to say for this one. It's just, when I saw this coach again, it just, Ritzy just popped into my mind, so I felt like this was a good one for him. So, for Lump, I named her Sue because I felt like the coach looked similar to Sue Sylvester from Glee, with her clothes. So I ended up going with that. It seems like it's a good name for it, so I went with it too. So for this next one, I ended up naming this one and another one after Trolls characters. So please check that before any judgment. For the Freak, I ended up naming her Poppy, since this song is in one of the Trolls movies. I think it's the second one. So I ended up naming her Poppy, and she just gives off Poppy vibes to me. I don't know why. So I felt like that would be a good name for her. Okay, so for this one, for this next one, and for one I'm gonna do for Just Dance 2, I ended up naming them after Jackson 5 characters. Oh my god. I ended up naming them after Jackson 5 members. So I just felt like it would be a good like callback to them. So for That's the Way I Like It, I ended up naming him after I ended up naming him Michael off of Michael Jackson, because since this is the first Just Dance, I felt like it would be better for it to. I felt like it would be a better decision to name him Michael, since this is the first one. Okay, so for Heart of Glass, I named her Vicky. I don't know why, it's just the purple like just screams Vicky to me. I don't know why. I just feel like this just the purple the glasses. It's just the famous screams Vicky to me. So okay, so for the final song on Just Dance Plus, it's Louie Louie, and obviously I named him Louie because what else is there for him? Louis is Louis in the name, so Louis it is for him. Okay, so for the songs that are not on Just Dance Plus, so first we have Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. I was originally gonna name her after the singer for the song. I was gonna name her Cindy, so I felt like it would have been perfect for her, but I felt like doing a different name would be better. But I ended up naming her Gwen. I named her Gwen because when I saw her, Gwen from Total Drama came to mind, so I felt like it would be perfect for her. Okay, so for Ring My Bells, I named her Beverly. I wanted to give her a name that specifically starts with B because of the bell in the title of the song. So I felt like Beverly would be a good choice for her. So for a little less conversation, I was gonna name him Johnny. By the last second, I switched it to Elio because I felt like since this is an Elvis song and since he is dressed like Elvis, I felt like naming him similar to Elvis would be a good idea. So I feel like Elio is a good one for him. For the next coach, it's from Cotton Eye Joe. So obviously I had to name her Joe, but I ended up just having spelled as J-O without the E, because I felt like it would be like, it gives it like, I guess some spice, I guess, if that's the right word. So it's either Joe without the E, or something like Joanne or whatever. Okay, so for Surfing Bird, I heard that this whole dance is based off of that one clip from Family Guy of like Peter doing I'll put in the clip here, but it's like Peter doing a specific dance.
One had heard. Heard what? Brian, don't!
Well, a bird, bird, bird. A bird, a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. A bird, a word, well, a bird.
So I ended up naming him after Peter. So I ended up giving him Petey as a name. So it's slightly different, but you could tell it's similar to Peter. I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what to do for Womanizer. I literally had to look up a whole bunch of different names for her. So I ended up naming her Max. So I kind of wanted to give her like an office type of name. So I felt like Max would be a good one because when I think of this coach, I think of Max from the specific show that I watch on TikTok. I literally only watch it in form of clips on TikTok. So I literally have I literally have no idea what it's about. All I see is like segmented clips on TikTok from it. But I feel like the main character Max and the Kosher Womanizer, like they kind of like resemble each other, like, but not really. But I still think Max is a good name for her. Since the Jerk It Out coach is nerd, it's supposed to be a nerd, I really wanted to give him like a stereotypical nerd name. So I ended up giving him the name Simon. I don't really think it's like a really nerd name, but I feel like it's really good. It's really fitting for him. So I just went with Simon for him. So for the I Like to Move It coach, I really had a hard time coming up with a name for him too, for her too. So I had to look up different names to figure out what I wanted to do. So I ended up giving her the name Ishara. There's really nothing to it. I just felt like that's the best one for her. And again, if you have a better name for her, I really want to know. For the Groove is in the Heart, I ended up naming her Steph, since for the stand, the coach dances, the coach the dance does, it's very similar to what my aunt does, like how my aunt dances. So I'm gonna be naming her after my aunt. So I'm just gonna shorten it to Steph. So I feel like that would be a good name. I feel like that would be a good name for her. So for the girls and boys coach, on the wiki it says that the dancer is a girl. So I felt like it would be perfect. I feel like giving her a gender neutral name would be perfect. So I'm excited to do Jordan, because I just love the name Jordan for girls. So I thought it would be perfect for her. Fame is the second one that I named after a Trolls character. So I ended up naming her after Velvet. So Velvet and Veneer were the ones to sing Fame in the movie. So I ended up naming her after Velvet. So that might be a different name, way better than Velvet, but I just picked it because Velvet sang in the movie. So for kids in America, I had a weird way of picking a name for her. So I picked Amelia for it. So how I decided to do it, since Amelia is similar to America, I felt like that would be perfect for her, since this is something about America. So for Pump Up the Jam, this is another one that I picked from Total Drama. When I saw the coach, I immediately thought of Duncan. It's literally for no other reason. I just thought that Duncan and the coach, like, they don't really look similar, but they just give off the same vibes to me. I don't know why. It's just this. So Duncan is the one I ended up going with for this one. So for the coach for Funplex, in my opinion, she resembled Daphne from Scooby-Doo. So I ended up going with a similar name. So I ended up going for Daisy. It's just the orange coat scheme and the fact that she resembles Daphne. I ended up going for Daisy. Okay, for Jingo Loba, I named the coach for it Jinx, since I had a hard time picking up a name for this one too. So I just did a name that's like kind of similar to the title. So I ended up doing Jinx, since it's Jinx. So is like similar. So, okay, so for the coach for Dare, I went with DJ, and this is another one that I did it based off of the title. So this is Dare, DJ is like the first letter. So for the coach for Bebe, I think that's how you pronounce it. I was originally gonna name her Bebe, but I was like, no, I feel like that's kind of weird, so I ended up naming her Bree. It's like a similar to Bebe, but it's like, but it's still different. And since the coach, like, I think it's supposed to be like a child, I wanted to like give her like a childlike name, so I feel like Bree would be fitting for that. For the coach for Can't Get You Out of My Head, in my opinion, I feel like this coach is very robotic. It's not like an outwardly like robot character, but it still gives a robot to me. So I ended up naming her Nova. Finally, for the last coach, we have the coach for Wannabe. So since this is a Spice Girls song, I wanted to do something that's the name that's a spice. So I ended up naming her Ginger. I felt like this is the perfect name for her since it's also a spice, and it's also her hair is also red or ginger, so I felt like that would be perfect for her. So that was all the coaches. So I really want to do more of these coaches. So I do, like I said, I do have some of the coaches for Just Dance 2. I did give some of the names, so I probably gonna do a video for 2 and 3. So